Yo, people, what's good? It's your boy Smee.
And it's your boy B.
I hope you're all good this week. Listen, we've changed things up. You might notice that the visual is a little bit different. We've got a camcorder. We moved up in the world. We got some P. I'm not going to say what I got P off, but if you listen to episode 4, don't drown in them drugs, baby. I want to kick. Hands up. 9 to 5 guy over here. Or 5 till 2, actually. 5 till 2 guy.
Hey, listen, I'm like I said in that post, like, you had me thinking, like, you know, fuck, we can make some money out.
One of my boys last night, I'd done a security job with one of my boys, and they were like, yeah, you used to know nothing about cocaine. I was like, yeah, because we don't know anything about cocaine. We were just speaking from our experiences and saying what we knew.
Do you know the messed up thing? Like, my girl said that to me as well. Like, we got back and she was like, you two know nothing about drugs. I was like, what do you want me, to say?
I know about marijuana and I know about paracetamol. Only 2 things I take.
I know about Special K. I know about them roof. No, I'm playing. I don't know about none of that.
Special K, motherfucker.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, I don't know about none of that.
Yeah, guys, listen, like we said to you at the start, we're not here to pretend that we're anything that we're not. We're just 2 normal guys, done a bit of shit in the past. We've been about, do you know what I mean? We're not trying to state that we're anything that we're not.
Is what it is.
Hard working, podcast making, out here grinding, motherfuckers. That's
No, it's true. It's true.
Well,
Like,
that's about all I've got for you.
Encapsulated everything in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were coming up and you had a story that you couldn't tell me until now. 2, actually. One that we can't mention anything, and the other one you just wanted to tell me on.
So, first off, yes, I'm going to get straight into it. So, a friend of mine, an acquaintance of mine, I met the other day, and he was telling me that he just came back from holiday. He said, but he had the worst flight on the way there. I said, what do you mean the worst flight? Was it windy and turbulent? No, he's like, a guy got drunk.
On the plane?
On the plane.
Oh, man.
But the guy didn't just get drunk off the duty free, or he didn't get drunk off what was on the plane. This guy bought a litre of Grey Goose on the plane with him.
I'm going to let you finish, but that pissed me off once.
So he's loud and Larry, and there's a couple of couples. So there's
sorry,
like 3
a litre?
couples. A litre. Okay. So anyway, they've been told a couple of times to be quiet. One of the guy who's drunk puts a little bit of Grey Goose or a bit of vodka in the cup, and he goes to pass it back. But I don't know if you know, but when you're drunk, you fucking So he licked up half the row at the back of him with Grey Goose.
Yeah, man.
So obviously a couple of people were like, "Oh yeah, what you doing? Like, don't take the piss." So the stewardess came down. She's like, "Sir, give me that bottle." So he hands her an empty bottle of Grey Goose.
Oh shit! It's gone already.
So it's gone. She says, "Sir, you're gonna get a fine for that." He's pissed. My guy says he's a little bit shorter than you be, but this guy is tonk. Like a little like a staffy.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
A stocked up staffy. And he says all of a sudden this guy went off when he heard he was getting a fine. He was like, "Oh, who the fuck do you think you're gonna give a fine to?" Wherever, getting all Larry. So at that point, he said the plane turned into a small community, and like they all were out to get this guy. So all the guys kind of stood up in the vicinity, and they were kind of trying getting him down.
Yeah.
So this isn't the point that got me. I got told this story while I was in the barber, so I'm getting my haircut, and the guy next to us is the guy I'm talking to. And do you know when you're trying to sit still in the barbers? What I'm about to tell you now, if I'm swearing down on my grandparents' life, this is 100% real. A guy a couple of rows down from my guy is the only guy not standing up, and he hears his missus say to him, "You better get up there." Before she can say help, he licks his girl in the face, tells her to shut the fuck up and put her head down.
Oh, that's messed up.
This guy didn't want to be a part of no drama.
Oh, man. Do you know what, like...
Wait a minute. How much must you be a pussy to hit your girl for 1, and for 2 not to want to get involved that bad that you're going to hit your girl? Yeah, I'm sorry about the levels. I'm shocked. I'm just shocked.
That's serious. So, like, you know that casual, like, domestic abuse in public, like, oh man, to shut her up. Yeah, that's
all I thought is, do you remember Kevin Hart, early Kevin Hart? And he was like, "Yeah, I'm in the cinema with this girl I just met on a date, and there's some hood guys at the back and they're throwing popcorn." And the girl's like, "Oh, you're not going to sort this out?" And Kev's like, "Nah, I'm not about that life. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Like, just watch the film, girl. Do you know what I mean?" And then they throw it again. He's like, "Oh, yo, Kev, if you don't sort this out, I'm going to." He's like, "Look, I like you. I don't want to let this happen, but Just let's keep watching the film. I'm not about that life. Guys throw the popcorn again. She stands up. She's like, you motherfuckers want it? They all stand up.
Yeah.
Kevin stands up, slaps the bitches. Sorry, guys, you get back to your popcorn front, sits down. Do you know what I mean? That is exactly what happened on the plane.
Oh, man. Yeah,
anyway, off the other side of the plane, that was the highlight of the story. But just to wrap up the story, my guy said they got to the other side and the two tonkest Spanish police officers got on the plane and ragged this guy off.
Yeah, I think airport security don't mess around. Airport police, actually, in other countries, I don't know really about here. I ain't really seen.
I think there's too much political correctness in England.
But how? Do you know what pissed me off about that story?
What?
A litre. You know when you go on like the plane, you have to empty all your contents into a little.
But my guy said that he had it in his hand luggage.
No, but
he had it hidden in his hand luggage. They would have still put that through, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they'd have put it through. I don't know. I'm just angry.
Or maybe he bought it in duty free.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can buy it in duty free.
He bought it in duty free,
Oh,
yeah. And then he brought it on a litre, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! But he said he heard him say it in the queue on the way of getting on the plane. They were already leery because they came straight from a funeral.
Okay, I don't know how you leery from a funeral, but hey,
you'd be the wrong kind of funerals. Anyway, people. That's how we're going to start. So this week, B, I believe you brought up something last week about what we're going to do this week.
So we're focusing on news and the use of it. So news and social media, or news and media, and talking about how the news and the media can be used in politics or for political moves, and in people's own agendas, trying to push their own narrative, own story, trying to get things out. Because we were saying, well, you were saying to me that a lot of people nowadays, they go to like social media sites or whatever for news instead of going to the traditional places now.
Do you know what annoys me is, see, and I know it's going to sound a bit like mediocre compared to like the news, but if you taught a lie when you were younger, what would your mum do to you?
Oh, I get a smack or something. Yeah.
The news don't get penalised for telling lies.
Yeah. But it's always been like that, hasn't it?
What I find hard is we look to the news to tell us the truth.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I don't know if many people know this, but back in the day, the whole point of a reporter was to teach the rest. The reporter would go out in part of the world that other people wouldn't go.
Yeah, couldn't get to.
Yeah, so if it was abroad or if it was underprivileged parts of the country, your country, other countries, and their whole point was to come back and write up about what had happened when they were away. Yeah. Take a photo or two, or have a journalistic photographer with them, and they kind of put a piece together. A piece could be anywhere from 100 words to 5,000 words, depending on what they were going for. Now, I feel like people go away. Now, this is the way I see it. Now, I don't know if this is wrong or right, if this is true or not, sorry. But I feel like they go away, tell the story, come back, and then the editor spins it the way that they want it to be told.
Yeah, but that's how it works, isn't it? I get your frustration with that, and same here. But when you're working for somebody else, you're like, what?
We've both been in situations where we know a better solution, but
exactly, you're working for somebody else. You got to shut up.
Yeah,
you got to.
That's why you got to go and work for yourself.
It's true. Yeah.
That's why, and this is something else as well. We're going off on a tangent, but I was talking to my girl the other day, and I was saying today is the best time to start a new business in history. Because you think about it, how many outlets have we got now? Social media, Facebook, Instagram. You can boost posts. You can start a new business online. Do you know what I mean?
Because the barrier of entry for, like you're saying, for us now is so low.
Yeah.
And you can do anything. Like
if you had told me back when we were in the army that we would do a podcast one day, I'd say you're crazy. Do you know how much do you know how much gadgets we'd need? We haven't got that kind of equipment. We literally a laptop, 2 lights, and a camcorder, and microphone, share studio.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like.
You could do what we do out of your house, though.
Yeah, fair one.
As long as you didn't have noisy kids and dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not pointing that towards you, but you have got noisy kids.
I've got dogs. I don't have messy kids.
I didn't say messy, I said noisy.
Oh, noisy. Oh, maybe. Yeah, hey, that's kids for you.
I remember, I'm not going to say his name, but your son came running through. He said, yo, Uncle Smee's on the bus. No, he didn't say he was on the bus.
Uncle Smee's on the bus.
He said, yo, Uncle Smee, what's happening? Boo, punching the balls. I was like, oh, shit, this is going wrong so quick. I was like, this is meant to happen.
Has he ever hit you?
Yeah. He jumped on us and stood on me nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Remember?
laying down a marker, just letting you
Yeah.
know.
Remember, I told him the 112, and then he was like, "Oh, let me choke you out." And I said, "No, that's not box." Oh shit! And then he stood on my balls. Anyway,
man.
back to the news. So, the only reason that I wanted to bring this up, or the reason that we've been speaking about this, is because a lot of people spoke about Donald Trump using the media in certain ways, and people like.
I see no punishment in what he was saying.
Yeah. Not just that, but whether you're for or against Trump, I'm neither for or against. I don't have enough agenda in it to be. Whatever, do you know what I mean? Some people call him a racist, a bigot, all this kind of stuff.
Which is all true.
If that's your political view, then that's up to you.
Which is all true.
If that's your political view,
Which is all true. I'm playing. Go on.
Look at this
Go on. He's the same as Hitler. That's what I'm saying. Which is all true. Anyway.
And we all know how much we like Hitler on the Don't Drown podcast. Oh, you brought it up. I wasn't going to bring the Big H up. I was going to bring Big H Dog up this week.
Don't call him Big H Dog.
What? Like, that's how I know him as. You know what I mean? In my house, we're like, yo, would hit the. No, really, I'm only joking.
Do you know what? See, in camp, in Windsor, they've got a Schwartz sticker, but a flag Schwartz sticker.
But you know why?
Yeah, because they captured it from one of the things.
But can I just put something else out there? We're going off on another thing this week.
Sorry.
So the Schwarzenegger was actually a peace symbol for China before he used it.
Yeah, it was called a kanji. Or manji.
Yeah, but it was square. It wasn't off to the side the way he had it.
Yeah.
And if you look over Asian temples,
you see
Asian
it.
temples, there are millions of them all around.
Yeah.
And people couldn't understand. Like, there's some people that when they go abroad, they don't look into things. And people are like, oh my God, were they part of the Nazi party? I was like, check the dates, you stupid motherfuckers. This thing says on 1707. Hitler came back reincarnated. If you don't know.
Yeah. But no, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think like what you were saying, like so with you're talking about Dom. No. Let me. Do you want me to let you finish?
I don't know. The thing about Donald Trump was that whether you like him or dislike him, and all this thing about the media, he gets hated on by a certain TV network. And then liked by another TV network.
Yeah.
So they're going to show each. So let me put it like this: if I delve into you now, I'll find things about you that I could turn on a bad side and
Or a good side,
on a good side, and it's all about how the political channels of each media outlet wants to who they're for. I don't know, is it Democrats or Republicans?
Republicans.
Yeah. So I'm not enough into that kind of media. But we're going to go more in English media now. But they kind of spin off who's going to have more votes, technically.
Yeah.
Because the bigger networks are then going to sway people's vote.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, that's confirmation bias. Like, we look for things that back up our own ideas.
Right.
Like, so, like you said, like, I could have a good opinion about you, so I'm just going to look for the things that, like,
Just the stuff that's going to be good.
Opposite with somebody else. Somebody said, nowadays we have... I can't remember. It was a really good quote. It was I can't remember it. I can't remember the quote. But anyway, yeah, that's how a lot of these go. And with it, there's so little truth in what they're doing. But because that's what we get. Say this is the channel I watch, and that's all that's being shown to me. I have no other way to. I'm gonna believe what I'm being shown on the news.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah.
So it's irresponsible on them, but they don't really care because like their agenda isn't to inform us. It's to sway, like you said,
influence us.
Yeah, it's to influence us into going that way, and it's really bad when they say if you don't watch them if you I can't remember it's like if you don't watch the news if you watch the news you're misinformed. No, I can't remember how it goes.
If you watch the news, you're misinformed. If you don't watch the news, you're uninformed.
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. But I think either way, you're fucked, pretty much. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or if you're just one of these people that doesn't watch any kind of news, and you go out and you try and find out the information yourself.
That's the way. So that's the way.
That's the way. We've got Google at our fingertips. Like we've got shit. That's before you've got a phone. You can find out everything on this. What the fuck's this? Oh, Jaguar just got in touch with me. Test driving a Jaguar.
Oh.
Sorry, I got an email. Sorry, I'm going to cut that out. No, I'm not going to cut that out and leave it in. So you've got everything at your fingertips.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
That's like you said. That's the main thing. To make sure you do when you want to find something out.
Go and find out.
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Do your own research.
Like the thing is, right? If when I was I self-taught photographer, so when I taught myself photography, I didn't go off. I just watched YouTube videos, and then I got a couple of books. I got a couple of iBooks out, and I kind of put all the information together. So even if one or two YouTube videos weren't right,
Yeah.
getting all the information together and then testing out myself, that was the best way to do it. Same with media, same with news. If you get even one or two
Every
little
different
bits that are
source,
wrong,
yeah.
if you go from all different channels, the channel that doesn't like the person, the channel that does like the person, the news clippings, the this, the that, the books, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to make up a picture.
You can make up a picture,
yeah.
and then that's where we get our own perception of the world from, because everyone's perception is different.
Yeah, yeah,
Your
definitely.
views towards Hitler are different than my views towards Hitler.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? I'm against Hitler. Just think you went too quick.
What?
You went too quick.
Let's stay off the topic.
Right, okay. So you're against the Nazi party, but I'm joking.
Oh man, just keep trying to work it in. Like,
I'm joking. You know what? The more people get annoyed about this, the more I'm going to bring it up seriously, because someone brought it up to me the other day. Are you a Nazi? I'm like, yeah,
Just like,
I'm a Nazi. Yeah, of course. I'm around here with me head in my beard. Look, come on, you idiots. So
Did he hit you with a secret handshake though?
Oh, Hitler.
No, the guy who come up to you hit you with a secret Nazi
Oh,
handshake.
no, he's a black guy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that one out.
Oh man.
Yeah, so the way that you've got to interpret the news yourself. You can't let what other people say or do influence. Well, that's actually a bit hypocritical there, because I've told you to go and find out all the information.
No,
so.
but you're letting them know the path to finding it, like to knowledge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that.
The length of time you could do sitting watching the news, you could go out and just find out the
facts or the
facts
truth,
yourself, the facts and the truth.
And like you said, like we're fingertips away from finding it out. It's just like, as humans and in how we've been conditioned, we're just. It's natural for us. It's nothing wrong with it. It's it's natural for us to sit there and then just intake media.
Yeah. It really is.
And when it's in such a professional setting, just the average person, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to say it's this age, this working class, whatever. The average person will sit there and then think, why would this guy on the news lie to me? Or what?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's and going on to that mindset. That was a lot of in that campaign, and around around the time of Trump's run up to his
presidency.
Yeah.
I got you, B.
That's why fake news come about, because they know there's not a lot of people that like, especially their average people over there. I'm not saying American people are stupid.
No.
But their average people over there, the way they intake it, most of them not. So why would they lie? Do you know what I'm saying? So they'll just feed them anything.
I think Trump really did bring out the whole fake news thing, and I think he really
he ran with that.
I've heard quite a lot of people turn from against Trump towards Trump, just because he called them out on certain things. Like, he called people out on certain. I can see you're disgust. Can I ask you a question? I've told you I haven't got no for or against. What's your views on Trump?
Do you know? It's not. I just. His country, right, is made up of so many people, and the way he's gone to alienate. I don't want to say disenfranchise. Yeah, no, alienate, disenfranchise, and then just ridicule like a large part of the people who make up America, or even if it's not a large part, these people make up America as well, right? And it's the hatred towards these people, and then the things that he was like I said, I don't really have no political horse in that race or whatever, but it's fucked up to say, oh yeah, we're gonna build a wall and to keep these Jamaicans out or something like. No, but we're over here, or we're gonna build a wall to keep these Asians out. Like, that's just like, why? Where does that come from, and what does that solve? And then okay, you said that, and then people are probably like people are taking what you said for gospel. Your supporters. Where's your wall, bro?
Oh no, there's pictures of the wall.
Oh, he's building the wall.
Let me
Motherfucker, why ain't it? But anyway, but and do you know
I'm
the
gonna bring
worst
up the wall.
thing? Do
Go
you know
on.
the worst thing? When he got his presidency, right? Like I said, I just got enthralled up in it because it was just they were pumping anyway, and then that was just what was on at the time. When he won, I was like, I hope he's a good president. I didn't have nothing against him. I said, do you know what? Because if he's bad, it's fucked up for all of us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not just. Is that just a pic?
Bro, that's the wall. Look,
Is that actual real wall?
this is the Mexican border wall.
Don't lie.
That's it. Look, it's getting all the way down the border.
Fucking Trump.
Look.
What the fuck?
That's it putting in place.
Guys, there's people climbing this wall. Oh man, nah, that's a lie.
That one's a
That's
lie.
not
That one's a
real
lie. But this one with the steel bit, that's the wall.
Man, anyway, I just think, especially,
Oh shit! Look at that.
especially the way America was made, and the people, because the American people, they're not the natives of America, and then the way they try to look down on immigrants or things like that, or people who don't fit the American face, and he's just running with that. For me, it's like my ethics. I just don't like that. Whoever you would be,
Yeah.
if that's your thought pattern, I don't really like that. That's just.
I
me being
totally
real.
agree with what you're saying. I don't think I understand the premise behind illegal aliens in the country,
Yeah.
because if you let illegal aliens in your country in a mass volume, not asylum seekers, because
Yeah.
asylum seekers totally different.
Yeah.
If you seek asylum in our country, you get a job, your kids go through school, you pay your taxes,
Yeah.
happy days, got
Yeah.
no problem with that. This England was based on that.
Yeah.
So you had English,
Like the Commonwealth,
Irish.
by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the British Empire.
Yeah, the British Empire. Yeah,
That's how-
Irish, Jamaicans, Africans, Sikhs, Muslims, everyone all the way through.
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I eat a Chinese takeaway every weekend. I'm so happy the Chinese people came over here. Do you know what's messed up? Do you know what's messed up? A friend of mine went to China,
Yeah.
and he asked for like lemon duck or something like that, and they're like,
what
we
the
don't
fuck's
do
lemon
that.
duck?
Bro, the food they made over here was just for our palate. You can't get any egg fried rice in China. It isn't an actual thing.
Fing went to Thailand and he asked for egg fried rice. They gave him rice and then put the egg on top, like add the egg on top. And all right then, Mr.
Right, I'm just going to play this clip of it's CNN, what the Mexican border really looks like. If it loads up, when it does load up, it's not going to load up. Maybe it looks stupid. Oh, we're going to get an ad first, guys. Let's get rid of this ad.
So, have you seen this video
Anyway,
before?
no, it won't load without an ad. I'm not playing the ad as well.
Okay.
So that whole thing with the Trump situation, I want to leave that now, and I want to come on to our political sways through the country and what's changed through the media.
So I agree with you on the. I'll let you go on. I agree with you on the illegal aliens thing.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I was trying to get that up there.
It was just a treatment of treatment of people. That's all I didn't like.
I believe the reason the wall's going up,
Yeah.
what I've heard and what I've kind of gathered information on, is to stop illegal aliens getting over, because the border's so big.
But bruv, that doesn't stop that. Like, all right, but
So if he builds,
that's not really. If we're honest, that's really not a viable way to do it. No one's monitoring.
to put a border in place.
But they have borders. They can just put a normal gate along the borders. Putting a massive wall is not going to stop people. If they want to get in that way, they're going to get in that way.
No, but the thing is, they're talking about like putting this fence up, electrifying it, putting barbed wire at the top, putting a little moat at the bottom with crocodiles in it, Like,
I know you're fucking.
I'm just fucking with you because I know you get touchy. Now, you know what, people, I don't agree with this wall. I really don't. But I understand the whole premise behind no illegal aliens. We're lucky in Britain because we're covered with water. So for you to get in, you've got to come in through a port or something, unless you're in a little dinghy boat. And even then, the Navy's all around us. Do you know what I mean? We might not see it, but there's Navy ships all around Britain all the time, just sailing up and down each coast.
I don't know.
You're going to get caught. If you're lucky, you might get through. As soon as you get through, you're not going to get a job. If you do get a job, it's not going to be a good job. You're not going to be able to support your family. And you know what really pisses me off is, see when like people say they're trying to seek asylum in Britain and they don't go about it the right way. You look at the borders and like all these lorry drivers getting attacked in Calais and stuff like that. Why?
That's messed up, though.
I don't like that because all you see is young males. I didn't see one woman down there. I've never, on all the videos or all the press I've seen, I've never. They could be throwing it. They could be throwing it. Could be throwing it. But even that, when you look at the pictures of people like running through borders, and I seen one, bro. I heard a story of a woman and her 3 children walking to get through the border, and some guy, to try and get asylum, picked up one of our kids and ran away.
Oh,
it was his kid. His kid, he's not a kid.
That's
this is my kid, and look, my baby, I want to get in. And do you know what I mean?
That'd make a good movie, though.
Just remember, I can edit. I can edit. You know what happened to the logo?
Man.
B, what happened to the logo?
Oh, man, hands down, that was one of my favourite parts of last week.
Oh, nobody's seen the outtake. I'm gonna call B out on his shit yet, so no one's seen the outtake. But I let B do the intro last week.
I had a brain fart. I had a motherfucking
brain breakdown. My guy, I was like, he was about to drink his tea, and then I was like, yo, B, you do the thing. He's like, I don't know what to say.
Oh man, I caught stage fright. I caught a stage.
I've got his back covered. Don't worry. So guys, see the media in Britain. I find a lot of media in Britain is posted up on Facebook and that these days, right? Which I understand because it's another outlet how to get your news out.
Yeah.
The problem I've got is clickbait.
Yeah, because I believe. I think what is really important is about controlling the narrative, and then when these other social media platforms come out, our generation that's growing up, who didn't really grow up in front of just sitting down watching the news for our source, we were going to these things, and they're we're losing our viewers, and now they want to control the narrative and have those things out. So they'll be on Snapchat. They'll be on Facebook. They'll be on Insta. All news outlets all have
Twitter and everything like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Twitter. Everything. It's about controlling the narrative, and because normally, if on those things, if you want to see something, we'll probably go searching for it.
Yeah.
We're not looking on their thing, so that's why they do that clickbait shit.
Yeah.
To bring it back to what you said.
Yeah, 100%. I had something there before. I forgot it.
Sorry, I keep jumping in. But that's even like so within social media, like I say, in our generation who's grown up around this, we go to this sounds silly, but for hip hop news, I'll go to DJ Academics. Like if I want to find something out in hip hop or something, but I'm pretty sure there's other people like that who say if I want to find out about politics, I might not go to BBC. I might go to such and such, who's just like say you, but you just that's your thing.
It's back to the hip hop thing. Like I try and use magazine sources, so I'll use like Source or XXL. I'll use their Twitter, I'll use their Instagram or Facebooks to try and find out news if I want to try and find something out. So I will use social media to find out the news.
Oh, but you'll go to those ones.
I'll go to them. Everyone's got their own one that they go to. But I'll go to the magazines just because I grew up reading them magazines. I've always trusted them magazines. You know what I mean? They've never given me anything that I can see as fake or false news. I do know that they hated on certain artists when they were coming up, but that's by the by.
That's people, ain't it?
But what I wanted to touch on was, I had something, and it's fucking gone. I hate when that happens. I had something. Fucking gone anyway.
Along the lines of...
I can't, it was about all this. It was about the news and the media and that.
manipulation of anybody? Different news outlets?
It'll come back to us in a bit. I'll have a thought. It'll come back. So the clickbait, that's a big one. I find people that want to get anything out on, not just news, but anyone that wants to get anything clicked on these days, whether it's a YouTube video, whether they'll put a hot woman on the front, woman in a bikini, and it won't even be in the video. It's just the picture. Not that I'm clicking on that kind of stuff.
No, but I think we've all fell for
sort of McGregor in a car crash or something like that, and you click on it and it's fucking McGregor drunk in a pub, and then it goes off to like a advert.
Whatever.
Yeah. So that's that about the politics on the Trump side. Like, I understood that he was hated by some and disliked by others. I don't really see that in the UK so much. I don't think like we have the Sun or the Guardian or anyone. I don't really read them papers, so I'm not too legit up with them. I do know that. Oh, here's what I was going to bring up. So, say you're a sports star, right? Sports news are all over you at the minute. This, that, the other. There is people out there that will go digging through your entire social media history to try and find something, right?
Yeah.
There was a baseball player, right? He's a white guy. His batting average was through the roof. He was killing the game. Like hundreds of £1 million a year with different deals, right?
Yeah.
Somebody went all the way back to his... All the way back through his social media to find a Facebook status saying something how his friend slept with a black girl, and he said, "Oh, you'd never find me sleeping with no black chick." He was 16 when he said this. He was from a country town where it was all white people. He was narrow-minded and he didn't know anything better. He's now married to a Jamaican woman and has 3 beautiful kids with her.
Yeah.
Somebody brought this up. 3 of his sponsors cut the deals, and he never got his fucking transfer.
2 things with that, like you said, the main point really, because all that evidence you give, like his upbringing, like he's from a a country town. There's not many black people.
There's not many people in general.
And his age as one, like. We grow as people. Like some things that we said, like when we're young, we don't share the same views. No. We allow people to grow, but in the media, like it doesn't make sense. Like like this person did say that. He probably said, like I did say that, but
he did. He came out and said that.
Yeah, but that was coming from a 16-year-old me. I was naive. Blah blah blah. Like this. Yeah. Like that is that's so understandable. That's not a story, but. They
twist it into a story,
they twist it and make this guy's
he's
like
racist. It's
like come on, like I don't know who you're talking about, but
I don't know his name. I just heard it. I heard it through the news.
But it's one of those things like, come on, like judge me for me now.
Yeah.
And you know that what all these things that you're saying that doesn't represent me now.
It would be physically impossible for him to be that person that statement is when he's married to a Jamaican lady, got 3 gorgeous children with her, and like half of his family are black.
Do you know the second thing that pissed me off? The same thing happened with a footballer over here. He said something homophobic back then. I can't remember. It's like, I don't know, I don't like gay people or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, nobody really gives a fuck. Do you understand? Do you know why?
No,
because it was always there. He said it. No, you don't care. Like he's not gone to delete it. Like, I mean, from when he said it and from when you found it, you lot don't care. Because that's always been there from when he wrote it to when he's this big star.
Yep.
You lot, like you said, you're just searching for stuff. Yep. So why are we all going on like I can understand if say we're suspect about you or something like that, you're beating animals or something, right?
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm just
no. Go on. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You're beating animals or something like that, or your wife I know you're beating animals, right?
Make up your fucking mind. Just get on with the story.
So,
like I say, one minute I'm fucking hitting a pooch in the face. Next minute my missus got a black eye. Come on, make up your mind.
Anyway, and then
I'll give you a black eye if you don't hurry with the story.
we suspect something about you. Then we can't prove it now, but we go back into your past. to find something which would indicate that this is the person you are. I can understand that way. Because we sort of think something about you and we're trying to prove it instead of thinking, no, your name like sells numbers. I just want to bring you down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
There's a difference. Fuck people trying to do that way. You can't things like that annoy me so much, and then we're forced to hear them make an apology. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like. We know that you lot don't think this.
Listen, the best thing about this baseball player, he said, I am not apologising for what I writ when I was 16 because I was 16.
Good.
He says, you can take all my sponsor away if you want. You can do whatever you want. Kick me out of the league. I was a 16-year-old boy that grew up in a hillbilly town with no narrative of anything else apart from black people were in gangs, this, that, the other. That's all I ever seen. He said, now, if I said this statement now, I would apologise. I would strip myself of all my medals, all my trophies, and I would stand down off this team.
Yeah.
He said, but I'm not apologising for something I did when I was 16.
Yeah, I wish more people did that.
Yeah.
I want to find who that one you're talking about.
I'll
But
find
yeah,
out for next week.
because I hate the media when they do.
Oh, by the way, guys, quick one. Ding, ding, ding. So, I don't know what that was. I do apologise. So, we fucked up last week. We were trying to, like, name different people's names. And the name that we were thinking of was Jack Nicholson.
Do you know?
We didn't have no phones with us last week, so we were just flapping on names. But now, like, our phones are next to us. We're like, well, we're all right. We've got all the knowledge in the world. We tried to do it raw last week, and it just didn't work.
No.
But yeah. So the guy that we were talking about last week, the guy that played the other Joker, was obviously Jack Nicholson.
I still think it's Nicole Kidman who played Catwoman. And she was a psychiatrist. No, or she was visiting the psychiatrist or something like that.
She was the psychiatrist.
No. Was she? Maybe? No, and the Scarecrow was just... No, see, I'm messing up my movies. Who do you think it is then?
Was Nicole Kidman ever Catwoman?
Oh, my days. About to shit on you. Go and help me out, Siri.
Nicole Kidman has one major regret about being in
Catwoman.
Batman Forever.
Because she was Catwoman.
She wasn't Catwoman?
She was Catwoman. Siri, tell him.
No, listen.
Siri, tell him.
Shut up a minute.
Where's my phone?
Remember the time... Oh, I've got voicemails coming through. Remember the time that Nicole Kidman played the blinding, beautiful, intelligent...
She was Catwoman.
Blinding, beautiful...
She was Catwoman.
These adverts want to fuck off. Blinding, beautiful, intelligent, psychiatrist. Psychiatrist. Shut the fuck up.
Catwoman.
Shut the fuck up. So, Batwoman. Nicole Kidman says, Dr. Chase Meridian.
Yeah, then she was Catwoman.
Wait. Frank Slogard and scared. Oscar winning actress.
I don't know what to
That isn't her.
Who is that then?
That is Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's not me. It says.
Who played Catwoman in Batman? Let's just squash this off now.
Catwoman was played by
They're the only three people that played Batman.
Halle Berry and others.
Anne Hathaway, Michelle Pfeiffer, and...
Show me Michelle Pfeiffer. No.
Shut the fuck up!
No, bro, look
Bruv.
Come here. Sorry, guys.
Bro. No, sorry, guys. Listen.
Look at this. Maybe you might be right. Anyway, moving on.
What was that, sorry? Say that on a
It's on
recording
camera.
again.
It's on camera.
Say it again.
You can play that shit back.
Say it again.
It's on camera.
She played... So, Michelle Pfeiffer played Catwoman in Batman Returns.
Okay, right.
Halle Berry played it in the film Catwoman.
Okay.
And Anne Hathaway played it in fucking Dark Knight. Wait, which Dark Knight was it? It was in...
It was in both. It's all of them. She was.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she
She
was.
wasn't in one of them.
No, she was in two of them.
She wasn't in two of them?
She was in Batman Returns. No, I don't know. Fuck Batman. I don't like Batman.
Yeah, listen.
anyway.
Let me finish this. So she played it in
the one with Bane.
Yes, the one with Bane.
Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. Thank you very much, Mr. Loser.
I don't
Mr.
like
Loser
Batman
Pants. May they lose the pants. Sorry about that immature moment. Anyway,
Sorry.
I want to wrap this little media news bit up because I've got some really funny weekly news coming on, and it's going to take a while for the weekly news, so I'm just going to we'll wrap this bit up. B, what else you got to say about the links?
The links.
The links in the news.
No.
Social media and the links.
Obviously they're just closely linked now. It's to the point where, like I was saying to you, all the major news outlets have a social media presence. And I believe it's just so they can control the narrative or be in the conversation, because they're gonna garner like more subs and followers than your average person. But you just got to watch out where you're getting your news from. Make sure you use due diligence and research. If you want to find something out properly, use your research. Look at what the opposition's saying. Look at what your people that you're following saying, and then make an informed decision.
No,
it's not beyond anybody to do that. Like you said, we've all got phones. It's within a thumb's reach. That's mainly all I have to say on the subject. Really, yeah. That's all. Unless you have any closing statements.
I've got a closing statement because I've always got this knowledge drop bombs on the people. I love you people. I love the followers. I'm not gonna lie. Since I've been doing this podcast, the main reason me and Steph started doing this podcast was because we felt an attraction towards just giving out some of our energy and our positivity.
Yeah.
People, don't be a sheep. I'm looking at the camera. Don't be a sheep. Don't follow what everyone else is doing. Do your own thing. There's enough people out there for everyone to have a bit of the pie, right? Do what's best for you. Find out your own information. Become your own person. If you're not liking the way things are going in the lane that you're in, switch lanes. Put the indicator on, get out of the car. Do what you need to do. Just don't be a sheep and make sure that you build the best life for you and yours that you can. Mm-hmm. That's all I've got. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm running for president 2021.
Vice president, motherfucker.
Oh, baby, living it up, baby. Anyway, people, listen, right? We're, like we said, we're not diving in deep with all these topics. Some we're going to go really deep on, ones that we know more of. Like the movies last week was like an hour and something. We just wanted to give you something to think about. Come back at us with, if you've got more information about news and media and social media, come back at us. Fire back. If you think we're talking shit, fire back. We're up for a debate.
We've already got that. People saying you don't know shit about drugs.
Yeah. we love the conversation. We love the open debate. Right, listen. Now, I've had a couple of people say along with B that the spoiler alert isn't very good. That the dog.
People just letting you know. I went to go for the that one, but
we came with something better. People, here it comes. I didn't want to have to pull it out like this, but here it is. B, we're gonna do it together. We're just gonna do one. You want to do it? I'll do it.
We'll do it together.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Caw-caw! Listen, if you hear the caca noise, turn it off. We're going to give you about a 4-second before we start talking about what we're going to talk about. But if you hear the caca, then you need to stop, right? And one of us is going to, if one of us does that, we're about to do the caca.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you more time. So if it's caca, see how it works. It's natural, it's fluid.
And sorry, if you know about the caca, you know.
If you knew what some of the caca, if you knew some of the situations that's got us out of, sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, man.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
the reason I'm telling you about the spoiler alert is because I want to talk about something in this week's news. I want to talk about Solo. I watched Solo this week. Han Solo movie, Origins. I watched it this week.
Why are you doing this to me, bro?
I'm gonna.
What? No.
Just take it.
Caca, no. How are you gonna do me like that?
I knew if I told you about you weren't gonna be.
You're gonna give me some time. Listen, I would have went on Pirate Bay. I would have went on the internet. I
bought it. I was upset about the member of the community and I bought it off Sky.
What? This guy? Why does he do this? Stop doing that.
Are you happy with me talking about it or not?
No, not really.
But you're gonna let me do it.
You could have let me. I would have went on 1, 2, 3 movies and I would have watched that shit.
Yeah, you should have got on. It's been off for ages.
Let's roll.
So, first off, the guy that plays Solo, I don't know his name. Wicked Solo. Let me see what the guy's name is because Steph's burning holes in the side of my face.
Oh, bro, I wanted to watch young. What's?
The way him and Chewie met, I'm telling you now, bro, he's sick.
Oh man.
So he gets put down a hole.
No, I don't want to know this. I honestly really don't want to know this. Oh man. Oh snap. You know, when I start watching it, I'm gonna watch it with so much anger. I'm like, I knew that was gonna happen.
Listen,
Oh.
I'm gonna tell everyone a story, right? So it's Christmas time. We're in camp. For some reason, we both haven't gone home on the weekend. I says to B, I said, B, what you can do? He said, I'm going to watch a film. I said, right, I'm going to do my kit. I'll come and holler you. We'll go and get some pizza. He said, yeah, holler me when you're done. So I'll finish my kit. I knock on the door. Yo, B, what's good? I looked on the TV. He's lying on his bed. He's watching TV. I was like, oh, this is Molly and me. He said, yeah. I was like, has the dog died yet? Oh! Wait a minute. I went like that. I went, oh, and then
Oh man.
Listen, the dog dies, but not till the end. But he got to the point where they were just looking for the dog because the dog ran away. When I see this guy picked up a size 9 boot and just fucked in at the door, I was like, I didn't go back in the rest that night. I just left him to his own devices.
Oh, yeah, that's messed up. Because the thing is, like, at the point you come in, it looked like the dog was going to die, but then he makes it. But then this guy...
Oh, no, I think they were crying because they lost the dog. The dog went walking.
Doesn't it get ill, then it comes back?
Yeah, but no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't come back after it's ill.
Okay, no.
So at that point, they were looking for the dog because it went missing. Now, the dog died yet, but the dog wasn't dead yet.
Okay, spoil another movie for me.
Right, I'm not going to go into the Solo now, right?
No.
I've got it now.
Yeah, you've got it now. Go on.
But you're not that into Star Wars anyway. You said
What
last
do you
week.
mean? I like Star Wars.
But you said last week I'm not really into it like that.
But I watch them. I enjoy them.
When are you going to watch Solo?
Today. Or tomorrow.
Right, we'll bring it up next week.
No,
seriously. No, people, listen. I'm not about that life, not with me, boy. We're going to bring it up next week, so I can go on to my next topic anyway. It's not a biggie anyway.
Sorry.
So the next topic is MMA news, because anybody knows a certain thing about a certain summit. And what's next week? It's the McGregor and Khabib fight.
Someone's going to get punched out. Or
Who's going to be on the podcast next? Actually, a week Sunday, because that won't come out till the following week, because ours is going to come out, We've got Mr. L himself, Leroy Johnson, a long-term friend of ours, going to be on the podcast. Listen, a week on Sunday, that's going to be the one that when it's going to be out. We're going to talk about everything hip-hop and music, grime, UK, everything to do with urban music. We're going to bring everything up. We're going to do what enticed us into that music, the way that music changed our childhoods, the way that we listen to that music now, and where we think that music's going in the future. So listen up. 2 weeks' time, guys. That's going to be episode 8. Fuck.
Yeah. It's
episode 8.
Hey, we're coming, man.
We're nearly there. That 10, when the 10 comes, we've got another episode coming out, another spin-off coming.
So we got some surprises, but we're not going to talk too much about them.
We still just got them in the pipeline, so we're not going to mess around, right? UFC news, right? Here we go. John Jones. Anyone that doesn't know about John Jones got a suspension for this. This suspension wasn't the hit and run suspension, by the way. This was the second suspension because they thought he pissed hot again. My beef with this is...
Did you say they thought he pissed hot?
Yeah. So the one sample pissed hot, the other one didn't.
Okay.
Because they've got to do 2 samples, one backed up.
Yeah.
Same as like the Olympics.
Yeah.
So if they really did think he pissed hot, he would have to serve a 24-month ban minimum.
Yeah.
He's only served 11 months. Mm-hmm. So he didn't piss hot then. So then he should be given money back because he lost his title. He didn't have his title anyway, but he lost 11 months of getting back to the title, which he would have had back off Daniel Cormier, the fat little shit. He would have smacked the shit out of him again.
Didn't Cormier beat him though?
Cormier's never beat him.
Who did Cormier fight for the title?
It was an open title against him and Rumble Johnson.
Cormier had to fight 2 times for it, didn't he?
No, he had to fight one. One was for another belt for the heavyweight championship. This was the light heavyweight championship.
Okay, sure.
So he's a double champ now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But that even that fight in itself, I'm a big Stipe fan. Stipe was the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And then he come with that fucking... I understand, a knockout's a knockout, don't get me wrong. I'm just hating on Cormier because I don't like...
Yeah, you don't like him.
I don't like him. I don't think he's a champ. Anybody that cries in a ring, just jump off a bridge.
Everyone's different, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, he beat your people, so like...
Oh, shit. So anyway, so John Jones is back, and to make it even better, praise the Lord Rogan himself. he gets to fight Gustafsson again. If you don't know,
Oh yeah, that was a good fight.
Gustafsson-
I only saw the highlights, but go on. sorry.
Gustafsson Jones 1 was the closest I've ever seen to Rocky Apollo 2.
I like I said, I didn't see it, but the highlights made like it didn't. It wasn't an easy fight. That guy had heart. He had heart, man.
These Swiss people, these are warriors. The Vikings,
no,
they're from the same blood as myself. Do you know what I mean?
They're breeders, bro. They're breeders.
And if they're from the same blood, they look at me. Look,
They're.
He's out. Just look at
sorry,
that.
honestly-
Big shout out me Barber Pierce, by the way, at the Gentleman Barbers. That should be actually I should get some money for that. But yeah, big shout out Pierce. If you're in Birmingham, you want to get a trim, go on to the Gentleman Barbers. Go down to stores. Go into the Harborne one. Just go on with Pierce. Actually, go on with any of them guys in there. Clear the lot of them. They're all on fire. Everyone's good. Always keep me trimmed up nice. Make me look good.
Yeah, listen, I ain't on it today.
Yeah, what's going on upstairs? I wanted to bring it up to you.
It's the curls, bro. Well, it's not the curls, it's a sponge. It was just a different way to do my hair, man.
But you're keeping that.
Yeah,
Is that a choice?
that's a choice, bro.
Ah.
I got out of bed and I did this to myself.
Oh, you did that to yourself.
I like what I see in the mirror. Other people concur as well.
What, that lady on the train again?
What?
Oh, shut me straight down there. But anyway, other big MMA news. So we've got Gustafsson and Jones 2, which is happening in December, I think. We've got McGregor Khabib.
Yeah,
Next week.
That's going to be a big one.
There's going to be another podcast before then. We're going to record on the Saturday next week. But listen, get your bets in now. The bets are going crazy. Everyone's putting this down to a 50-50. Because if it stands up, McGregor's going to knock him out. If it's a wrestling match, McGregor's getting choked out, beaten up.
I hear you, but then I go back to what's his face's fight, McGregor and Diaz,
Which one? 1 or 2?
the one where McGregor lost.
Yeah, that was
That's
one.
Wasn't it? Yeah, and I know he beat him on the ground, didn't he?
Yeah.
He choked him out.
Diaz choked out McGregor.
Yeah, but Diaz choked out. But his stand-up game, like McGregor didn't do what McGregor normally does to him.
Because it was a reach advantage for Diaz. He's hitting up. He was
high.
punching up, high. And not just that.
Yeah.
McGregor put on extra meat for that at last minute.
Yeah, but when you talk shit like McGregor, to me that sounds like an excuse. If he come out and said that's an excuse, like you know what you got to reach.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
fair
saying?
point. That's fair point. McGregor. I'm going to put this out there. I'm not a McGregor. I'm a McGregor fan, but I'm a Khabib fan as well. I don't swerve away on this. I just want to see a good fight for MMA. This is meant to be the biggest fight in MMA.
I hope it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I love seeing a flashy knockout, but sometimes when you
We stay up to watch these things. Like we're up at like it's 5:30 in the morning, and like we're all lagging. Everyone's just had a bit of food and a bit of something, and then like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, one time we didn't even make it to the UFC. Everyone was asleep on the floors, chairs. Yeah. I woke up. There was one of my boys. Yes, B was across there. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? So I went out to bed. I left all these motherfuckers in the living room. Mm-hmm. But I don't think get onto that. So the whole McGregor Khabib situation. If I call it rape wrestling.
Rape wrestling.
Yes, sir. I'm going to say it again with some pronunciation in my voice. Rape wrestling.
I was just making sure I got you.
Okay. Rape wrestling is when a man pulls another man to the floor, and when he gets up, he grabs his waist and pulls him back down.
You ain't going no.
Bitch, come back. And the legs go.
And then he just wraps himself around you.
Wraps around and then just punch it fucking fit.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. Right? Khabib's got rape wrestling. That's off fighting bears. We spoke about this in the very first podcast. This man fought bears for real.
You actually need to see the video. Like, go watch the video.
Just YouTube all the stuff we tell you about. Khabib Magomedov. How do you pronounce his surname?
No, I just call him Khabib, bro.
Yeah, Khabib or Mr. K. Oh no, that's your name now, Mr. K, isn't it?
You know that.
Mr. K over here.
On the low. That's not how you take ketamine, bro.
See, that's how much I don't know.
I don't know.
She's dripping in the air. What do you do? Dripping in the air a couple of times?
What you do, you just slip it in somebody's drink like that. I'm playing. No, you don't do that. You do Jordan shots and be like, no, I'm fucking, I don't know. I'm about no special K. I don't know. Oh, man, I'm playing.
Oh shit, I don't know how I come up with this one. You just said, I'm going to roof you, bitch, next time I see you, bitch.
I know.
That's all I heard there. That's all I heard. If you're out in these clubs tonight, go and roof you, bitch. That's what I heard.
I'm glad
Get
this
some
is recorded,
special
you know.
care. Get some special care, roof you, bitch. No, I thought special care was a high.
No, the way I'm talking about it, like I know it. No, it's horse tranquilizer, ketamine.
Oh my sweet baby Jesus.
I don't know. Anyway,
Listen.
Khabib and Biz.
Guys, I want to bring something up, right?
Oh man.
I wasn't going to tell B about this. I don't know if it's going to work because I haven't told the other person about this either.
I'm a bit scared.
Yeah,
What's going
you
on?
don't need to
He's
see
delving into his phone right now.
And I'm scrolling deep.
Yeah,
I
this
don't know
is
if it's
not
a
good.
thing
Normally,
or not.
his favourites are right there, thumbs touch away. He's just hitting that scroll like that. Oh no! Oh no! Who are you calling?
Wait a minute.
You FaceTime with somebody?
Yep.
I
If
think
you're
I know
gonna be,
who it
you're gonna
is.
be happy when you see this person. Sorry, people.
I don't. Do you think they're gonna pick up?
Oh, they're not gonna pick up, are they?
Who is it? Okay.
Yo, Leroy, just let you know you're on the podcast live, boy. We're just telling people you're gonna be here next week. Big shout out to B.
Yeah, what's going on? Don't say fuck or anything like that.
Listen,
Yeah.
you're live on the microphone now. Look, you're live with the people we're recording right now.
Yeah, but I'm with my kids right now.
You with your kids.
Forget them kids.
You people got like,
You're right. You're linked to the microphone. We just want you to say hello to the people.
oh yeah, so hello people. What's good?
Yeah.
The way that he sounds like an upstanding member of the community.
Can he-
You're not.
can we
You're a
see-
scumbag guy.
Can you see the Can you see the thing right there like that?
Can you see it?
That's you live.
It looks like some shady, like I don't know, like some shady. I'm in public right now.
In public, can't speak. Anyway, Mr. L, we've told the people that you're going to be on the podcast next week, so we're looking forward to see you, right?
Yeah. Don't mess up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, brother.
I see you.
I hope you don't get raped on that bus.
Most likely it will happen.
Yeah, buddy.
But I fight.
Do you know the key? Don't fall asleep. Don't fall.
That was Mr. L. It was meant to be a lot better than that because he was meant to be at home, but he's out with his kids and he's playing all Papa Dad. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man. You know when you're like, he's not really like that in real life.
He's like, I'm in public, I can't speak. Watch when you see him next week. You're gonna be like, that was that motherfucker.
Oh man. No.
Anyway, yeah. So I thought he was meant to come on and just say a bit about like McGregor and things, Khabib, because
Oh,
he was,
yeah.
he was
We
all
did,
about
yeah.
that. But he's playing all Papa Dad, so he's not gonna come on and say that.
Hey. So anyway.
Weekly news.
Weekly news. Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. Actually, I don't even want to taper it like that. It's just that's when I saw it. That's what it was put as. Anyway, so I don't know where it is. Cat Williams and Mike Epps. They don't like Kevin Hart, right?
I've heard this before.
Yeah, like
But this goes back to stand-up days, doesn't it?
I think this goes way back. Like I didn't look into it like why they really didn't like him then. But
I've heard something about Cat Williams and Kevin Hart in the Comedy Store.
No, I've not.
Okay, sorry, go on.
But so anyway, Kevin, because Kevin Hart's coming out with that new film, right? You know,
Night School.
Night School, right? And then he's gone onto the Breakfast Club and he's speaking and he's gone to address the thing about Cat. I don't think they didn't answer him anything, and he's just saying like, because I think he was having a go at Tiffany Haddish, the lady.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, oh, she's not funny. She's not putting time and just trying to discredit her for being where she is.
He's on the film though. She's on the film with him though, isn't she?
Yeah, no. But I think he's trying to discredit her for being at that point in her career so quick or stuff like that. Anyway, I think personally, it's just hating, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But Kev got too big. That's a problem.
yeah, but I want you to see it anyway. When you're finished, watch it. But
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was just saying like, when you and Mike Epps were that guy in comedy, the same way like Chris Rock was that guy in comedy.
Yep.
Eddie Griffiths.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Just all the comedians. I can't name them, but when you were Kevin Hart, right? What did you do? Did you bring people on? Did you help people with your position and build something?
He
for
was
them?
only done that recently with the paper cup gang.
No, but he has Laugh Out Loud Network.
Yeah, that's just recently.
Yeah, but I think because he's recently been able to do it.
No, I thought your question was, has she done it? It's just come up.
Oh no. Say again.
So the way that you're saying it, you're sounding like you're saying Kevin saying to this Tiffany Hadif. Is it Hadif?
Just say
So Tiffany.
Yeah.
So the way
No,
you're saying.
Cat Williams is getting at the woman.
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I've misunderstood.
you get it now. So
Yeah, so Cat Williams is hitting out the woman, not Kev.
But I don't think he likes Kev anyway. But he was just saying.
No. Kev's not getting out at Tiffany.
No. Kev's defending her.
Yeah, all right. Because I thought he was in a movie with her. I was like, shit. Sorry, start again.
So obviously, so he's gone on to a Breakfast Club with Tiffany.
Yeah.
To promote the movie.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he's addressing it, and he's saying, listen, like you don't know her journey. Like she was homeless at one point, sleeping out of cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this position. It's my responsibility on myself to elevate people and at least let her know, like, be there for her. Give her she's worked for this opportunity that that I'm giving her, but she's worked for it.
Yeah.
I know I'm giving it to her, but she put herself in a position to receive it.
Of course.
So it's for me to help people who are doing that for themselves and then give them the knowledge and say, all right, when you're in this position, you help people. So naturally we can all
and then
all
progression
do
happens within comedy itself.
And then he would. Cat was just. I'm pretty sure he was just being a hater. Like he was just getting at him because I don't know. He was just being a hater pretty much. And Kev got to the last straw about it. And I was watching one of the stand-ups. I don't know if because on one of the stand-up, Cat's going at somebody in the crowd and it looks like Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart went to one of the shows and then Cat was just cussing him. He was there with his wife.
Shit.
Yeah, and he was just going at him. But I don't know if that was new or old, but that's one of the things that happened.
Oh,
so
fuck.
yeah.
That's fucked up. That is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Shit. B, I tried to. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get into football again this week, and
Keyword tried.
I tried.
That is the key word.
I
Like,
haven't.
it was
I haven't got
effort.
a passion for it anymore. Do you know what I mean? I used to be a season ticket holder. I used to love Newcastle. I still love Newcastle. I'll go and see Newcastle tomorrow. Just because I love being at St James's Park.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's not about the sport. It's about the
atmosphere, the people. Yeah.
Pies and food and drink. And
No, definitely.
drinks
I get it.
afterwards and a party. You know what I mean? It's a celebration on match day in Newcastle. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but I know it's like that in Newcastle. I'm going to leave all the football news up to you.
Okay.
MMA news, we both like MMA.
Yeah.
So we're going to just get it off like that. I'm gonna just do what I do best, something that you can't do, and I'm just going to stay sexy. And you're just going to try your best to try and bring the news from football angle while I stay here looking sexy.
You try to look sexy. Yours is the effort. Mine's effortless. It's just. Hey, what can I do?
What can I do? Anyway, do you know what I'm going to do this week, by the way?
What?
I'm going to put the logo here.
Oh, you talking about actually on the? Oh no, you mean in between us?
Yeah, so I'm going to put the logo like...
Okay.
See, like, cupping them.
Are you gonna make it pop?
I might make it go on and off, on, off. Actually, what if I get it and I just go like this and I turn it and I turn it and I turn it and then I spin it back. I just
You see the look on your face.
that's magic. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Now next week when that happens, you're gonna be gassed. You're gonna be, we're cinematographers.
Kev's on the bus. No,
Kev's on the bus.
Oh man.
I wonder how many people that haven't heard that are like, what the fuck are they talking about? Someone on a bus.
Kev's on the bus. When they do see them, like, don't drown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle.
6 degrees of separation, baby.
Only
Yeah.
6.
Say, and bro, on serious matters, right?
Let me just get me serious.
Okay, on serious matters. You know when you go into beef, right? I'll come with you, right? Or you're in an altercation, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for you, right?
We've always been doing it.
Exactly.
Remember the Turkish guys?
Oh, I remember Turkish guys.
I was speaking to a lady. I left that lady right there.
Hey, I'm gonna leave that one there, but hey,
Go, do your thing.
Anyway, so See Jamie Oliver, obviously all the commotion that happened with him, right?
What, with closing his business down?
Now with the jerk, was it Jerk Rice he made? Yeah, Jerk Rice, right? There's a jerk agenda, right? I swear. Like all these companies are starting to just do random jerk stuff. I kid you
Has
not.
someone jerk chocolate yet?
No, but they jerk ice cream. That sounds disgusting. What? Who does that? Who does that? I'm not seeing this, but I've seen on social media that there was jerk. McDonald's got a jerk menu now, or like you know how they do seasonal things. They got like a jerk special. They're taking a piss.
So what, they're gonna jerk in McDonald's?
I don't know that it will be jerk flavored, but I don't know. I'm not doing.
What is the process of jerking food?
You got me out here. So.
Oh, my man's gonna talk shit and then not know about his shit.
No. It's
just flavorings, isn't it? And
Yeah,
then it's
yeah,
a,
it's
and
the
then it's a fry.
flavouring.
It's a fry.
No.
fried.
It's just the flavoring, really.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but it was see the appropriation of a culture and just not giving them anything. I think that was more the uproar about it. If you get that was more the uproar about like the scandal of
Jerking everything.
No, of the jerk rice. If you get what I'm saying, because there was no such thing as actual jerk rice.
Right, that's fair enough. But what about so what I don't know if I'm going to upset anyone about this. I'm going to fuck. What, like when they make Chinese style sauces, but they put it in different stuff, like Chinese style rice, Chinese style. So they just put Chinese style. They put like a sweet and sour sauce on everything. I think Chinese people are the least offended people in the world.
But I don't think Chinese people. No. I don't want to say Chinese people.
I can see you delving deep enough. He's thinking so hard.
I don't mind saying Chinese people, but that doesn't.
I say Chinese people. I say black people. I say white people.
Yeah,
say
no.
Jamaican. Say African. Say Northern. Say.
No, that's not the point. What I'm trying to convey is not like.
You're trying to sound like a bigot.
No, I'm biased in a lot of things, but I love Chinese people. This has nothing to do with Chinese people. All I'm trying to say
you're just seeing
I
the
think it's a
cultural.
business
You're seeing a cultural appropriation of a flavor of a food, and I understand what you're saying. It's a Caribbean flavor. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah.
So jerking food is a Caribbean flavor.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I'm
asking a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dick.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what it is. So when we take spices and different stuff from all around the world and we put it in everything, I think that's what makes Britain great. So if people want to experiment with food, I don't see jerking rice or jerking a potato or jerking whatever the fuck you want to jerk a bad thing. If you don't like it, don't use it.
Oh no, I hear where you're coming from.
And I'm not being a dick. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No,
here.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm in the
know.
conversation.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I've heard about this.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. Anyway.
No, I want to hear more of what you got to say about it. I want to get in a little conversation about this. So I want to know why you feel like. So are you hearing that Caribbean people aren't happy about this, or they are happy about this?
Yeah, no, obviously they weren't happy about it, but it got to the point where like I said, it seemed like just like everything just random. That doesn't make sense. That I'm trying to.
If I seen a jerk chicken, a jerk flavored fish finger, I wouldn't be happy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It'd be daft, yeah.
That like.
Because you wouldn't see a just sweet and sour sauce fish finger.
Yeah, exactly. Like sweet and sour ice cream.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's gone too far. I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it was just things like that, and when I was looking, I was like, these things are just a stretch. Like it doesn't make sense. Like.
Do you think that certain industries are trying to push certain cultures a bit too hard at certain times?
Yeah, but in actuality, they don't really care. Like they just care about money.
Yeah.
So if there's a new pot of revenue and people they can reach with their product and they say, oh, this is from your country, so you should like it. They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
So like I think that was the main uproar about it, because it's like I'm not saying he should care, but
who should care? He.
No, I'm saying
The man.
No, not the man. I was saying I don't want to bring it back to Jamie Oliver, but obviously that's what kicked it
Oh,
off.
right,
I'm not saying
sorry.
he should care, but there is. You got to be conscious of these things. You got to
Right,
be
okay.
conscious of what you put out, and it's
Yep.
not just. I'm speaking from my level, and I totally understand. And this is with most things in business. Those people who are at the top, they really don't care about like my opinion or your opinion
Yeah.
or the mass. They could do something to piss off everybody. They don't really,
As long as their
give a
numbers
fuck.
are still flickering up. they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care.
that's the thing. That's the thing. So it was just frustrating in that way
Yeah.
that those people profiting in a way where they would just put out something in association to the country and the culture of
Yep.
of like Jamaican people.
I 100% understand what you're saying. I was just playing devil's advocate earlier.
Yeah.
I agree massively with what you're saying. I feel like because of the time that we're in a time at the moment where I'm enjoying the time that we're in at the moment. We've got every culture on the news, on the radio. There was a time that you would never hear a Caribbean song on the Radio 1 in the middle of the day. You've got that happening now. Do you know what I mean? So we've got like everyone's got a voice now.
Yeah.
Everyone's voice is getting out there. Everyone's getting heard. And I understand that they're looking at numbers and they're looking at these radio numbers and the popularity numbers and who's getting listened to and who's getting views on social media. So they're going to do the best of their ability to try and make money off a culture.
Yeah, no,
It's not right.
No, I totally like. I totally understand that, and I try not to get angry about things I already know.
Yeah.
Like because I know the basics. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's just frustrating seeing. Like sometimes I can't separate myself from all my emotions.
of course.
So it's frustrating seeing those things. But I hear what you're saying. Like because do you remember I was talking about a radar radio? Do you remember
Yeah,
when
I
Jammer?
remember.
I said Jammer had an argument with DJ Argue. Do you remember I said something?
Yeah, I
like
remember something along the lines.
that? And then I think 3 Shots of Tequila were on were they on Radar Radio as well?
Oh, really?
I can't remember, but anyway, that was a station, and it was like an urban station.
Yeah.
But it was a corporate urban station.
So they're censored.
No, it wasn't exactly censored, but just like we're saying, those people like they didn't care. They just put these people together, and I think Mike Ashley's son ran that, and it come out that there was discrimination, racism, sexism within that company, and that's why it shut down. All the people had to go. People put out statements about the way they were being treated within that. Because like, the way I was looking, the way I'd never knew about anything until so I saw that interview and I was like, oh yeah, and then you started talking about 3 Shots, and I
Yeah.
think I've seen one of their episodes on there. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, big up the guys from 3 Shots.
Yeah, 3
as
Shots,
well.
3 Shots. That's
Killing it.
they're a big podcast. They're good. Swing put me onto them. And then a couple weeks after, because like I saw that interview and I was like, I kept talking to you about it, and then it shut down. I was thinking, oh, why is it shut down?
Yeah.
And then there was that discrimination and stuff like that going on within that stuff they put together. But
Shit.
I think so the talent, so me, you, the DJs and whatever, and then obviously the not the management but the CEO, the people who
Directors
do,
and
yeah,
things like that, yeah.
directors. There was something. There was a disconnect. Like, yeah, just make money. I don't give a fuck about this music. I don't really give a fuck about like the culture or you black people, whatever.
Shit.
Just yeah.
Fuck.
There was that. So things like that annoy me because it, like you said, you can hear all different types of music on the radio.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Jamaican, African, whatever, Afro beats, whatever, everything. I even like some Bhangra. I don't know what they're saying in
Yeah.
it, but that bangs. I'm telling you in the
Some
car
of
with
it's-
bass. Yeah. Anyway, like there's all different points, but sometimes behind it, the people behind it, it's just not. I don't know. It's
At the end of the day, like I said before, if you're not happy with the situation, change lanes. Do you know what I mean? Do what you need to do. But if you don't like what a certain radio station or a certain TV station or a certain program or a certain niche of people are doing, then you've got to take away from it. You've got to take yourself away from it.
Yeah.
Because your emotions aren't going to change what they do.
Yeah.
So there's no
yeah.
point, which is going to lead on to my last part of the podcast today, which is the law of attraction.
All right, let me interject
Sorry.
before the law of attraction. Like what you said, if you don't like what you're doing, change, move lanes and things like that. And I believe the talent that we have as people, so Einstein says everybody's a genius. And I
Yeah.
said this to you, like you don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Do you know what I'm saying? We all can work together. And I totally believe that. And I other people say it and whatever, but I don't think people want to come together. Like, there's not my girl, but one girl that I know, Bella B Fitness. Go check it out. I'll promote her every chance I get.
Yeah, we'll put it on the Don't Drown Instagram.
I'm not even wearing the hat, but my boy, he's got his clothing line out. He's gonna do other things. He's got the hat out. I support. I'll buy
Get us some stuff. We'll show
yeah,
it on the
no.
podcast.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
some
like an
kits and
idiot
that,
that
yeah.
I didn't bring his stuff. There's somebody else. But anyway, the point is that we can all help each other. But I think people talk about it more than they
Yeah.
do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know that's a bit like as well? My biggest bugbear in today's society, I'll explain it rather than say it because I don't think saying it's going to give it enough.
Yeah.
So you're a homeless man on the street, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to 2 seconds. I'm going to give you some change.
Yeah.
Yo, Mr. Homeless Man. Mr. Homeless Man, take this change. Have you got the change there? Yeah, you're good. You all right? You all right? Yeah,
I'm good. I'm
yeah.
good.
You're gonna get yourself some food. Stay warm. He's gonna get yourself some food. He's gonna stay warm. Yeah, he's gonna stay.
Yeah. I know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What? Why you? How fucking degrading is that?
Yeah. What can you do, man?
So most Christmases, and this is going to sound a bit hypocritical, so I'm going to say it on the podcast, but I'm going to say it for content.
But he's not promoting.
I've never said this before.
He's not promoted this, but this was
Couple of winters ago, me and my girl came back from work, and I was living in town at the time in Birmingham, and she came back and she was like, "Oh look, there's a homeless guy at the end. I want to make him a toastie and get him a cup of tea and take it down." And I said, "Well, there's loads of people homeless," and she went, "Yeah, you're right. Let's make loads of toasties." And I was like, "Oh shit! Like, you've just finished a full day at work, on your feet, selling products, and now you want to come in and go back out and give people food." But that flipped my mind, you know. And from then on, I will stop and give a homeless person. If I see a real homeless person, somebody, I'm not just going. And guys, listen. If you have half a brain, you will realize the difference between a homeless person and a fake homeless person. If you see a guy clean shaven with a pair of new Nikes on, with a scruffy jacket and he's thrown a sleeping bag next to him, he's got a pot, do not give him any money.
Very fair.
Do not give him any money. Oh, actually, wait a minute. What if you just got like a clean that one day? And
You're like, yeah, I know you.
yes,
Yeah.
he told me about you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say though?
So one. Just I keep interjecting. Anyway, so like around my work.
You stop me.
So I'm sorry. They have to pay to go into the hostel to shower and stuff.
Yeah,
so
no.
That's messed up.
No. Listen, it's not messed up really. Listen, there's so many beds for the night. If the hostel wants to stay open, they don't make no money. So the hostel round where I used to work, it was £21 to get in. Right? And I used to say to people, show me how much money, the homeless people, I say, show me how much money you've got for real, and I'll make sure you get in the hostel tonight. And they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, if you show me all the money you've got now, because you're saying you're out here trying to get this money, and this kid had pulled out like 4 or 5 20s.
Yeah,
and I'm like, instead of waiting out here begging, go and get a good night's sleep. Do you know what I mean? Get yourself a wash. It's freezing out here. And then I found out there was a ring of them and they lived in a crack house. And
there was a ring of them, you know.
There was a ring of them that worked together, and like they would text each other when they're going to move, and they would never be in the same place.
Texting, you know.
It's brown tooth. You heard of Bluetooth? This brown tooth, just like homeless pods.
Man.
But listen, what was I going? Yeah, so anyway, we went out and we give toasties and we give look, we had cups and we just give them a cup of coffee. Then we wipe the coffee down, go to the next. We wipe the cup down, go to the next person. We didn't have any like giveaway cups, but I've got a friend of mine. And I don't think you'll mind me saying his name, but a friend of mine, Jess, and we've said for the longest time that we want to get like food and drink together and just go and give it out, because you know what, guys. I don't care what kind of situation you're in. If you're watching this now, you're in a better situation than somebody. You have a smartphone, you have a tablet, you have a computer, you have something. And I know you might not live in the best area. We might be talking to kids that like are living in £1 million houses. We might be talking to kids that have got just a single mum who's got working 2 jobs. If you're in a situation where you can help somebody, trust me, you might think that your situation can't get any worse. There is someone out there in a worse situation than you. Go out there, help somebody. And don't do it for this feeling, but the inner feeling that you'll feel, but helping another human in a time of need is better than any reward you'll ever get, because you've changed that person's life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
and I do understand people are in there is poverty within Britain in people that have homes and stuff as well.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm not saying that there's not, but just give a little, even if it's something like letting somebody. No, actually, you know what I'm not gonna say.
Like making somebody a cup of tea.
Yeah, I was going to say letting them use your shower, but I wouldn't let no homeless guy use your shower. I just thought, and I said it, I was like, I went too deep on the whole. I was going proper Mary Poppins shit there. Anyway, I want to reach on to one more thing before we close up today, and the reason that the podcast here today, I don't care what it sounded like, is the law of attraction. We would never have done this if we didn't use this. And I don't care who you are, you're going to be skeptical, you're going to say, it's all heebie-jeebie. You can find the law of attraction in every religion on earth. Prayers, meditation, quiet time, whatever you want to call it.
Quiet time.
Whatever you want to call it, I said.
Yeah,
call it whatever you want. When you pray for something, you're praying for something to come into your life. That's the asking process. So we're asking for something to be delivered, right? The delivery process is you believing that you've already got it. If you do these 2 things, so a couple of months ago, me and B were both working night shift, and I said to B, yo, we talk a lot of shit on this phone, we should do it and record it. And B was like, oh yeah, like a podcast. And I was like, yeah, like a podcast. And then he was like, nah, and I was like, nah. And then we're like, oh yeah. Like, in the space of 2.5 months, 3 months.
Yeah, I remember when it was the 19th of August, I think we started.
Oh shit! Started talking. I started podcasting.
I think. I was looking on the thing the other day and it said 19th.
Well, the July was the time we started. End of June. End of June, so that would work out. Yeah. So about 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long, and we didn't have none of this equipment. We didn't have. I had a camera for photography, but it wasn't great. As you see, we're just building things up as we go.
Yeah.
We're just building our little packages up, and we're just building. You'll see microphones changing. Oh, B, I seen something I was going to tell you about, by the way. I want to get. You can get a logo of the Don't Drown logo on the microphone.
How do you do that?
Can you get them delivered? Like you send your logo off.
Right,
So I might see little things on you.
Hey,
sorry, just
coming up.
Yeah. We're gonna try and get a space. We're just gonna build it up slowly but surely. Listen, we don't care if we get 1 view. We'd love 1,000 views, but we get 1 view. We're not doing this to get famous. We're not doing this for any other reason rather than we enjoy each other's company and we love talking shit. It's facts. We said it so many times before. Just quickly to get back to the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Ask for something, believe you've received it. When I say... Actually, the best way to explain this is download there's an iBook, or you can go and buy the book in any good bookstore. It's called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Listen to it. It's 4 hours long. If it's an audio book, it's as long as you need it to be. If it's a paper hardback book, it's probably about $10.99. If you don't do anything else to change your life in the next year, you've got to try this. If you're not happy with your circumstance, try this. If you're not happy in your relationship, try this. You're not happy with your health and fitness, try this. There's nothing that this will not cover. This covers everything. I've tried it in many different things and it works. You just got to believe in what you're saying. The same as when you pray to Allah, Jesus,
Vishnu. I was just trying to cover different religions.
Listen, my guys out, yeah. Jesus again for Jews, yeah. Just like God, do you know what I mean?
So Jesus and baby Jesus, yeah.
So there's the Jesus and then there's baby Jesus.
Black Jesus too. I'm letting people black Jesus. With Jesus, because he's black. Jesus
Oh,
is black.
Chinese Jesus.
No,
and
no, no,
Asian
no,
Jesus.
no! Don't discredit Jesus. Jesus is black.
I don't think Jesus is black.
Jesus is black.
I don't think he was because of
No.
the time and where he was.
Jesus was black. Well, he wasn't like the way they portrayed him. He don't
He's not
look like
white.
that. Yeah,
He's
black.
not white. I think he's more like a Asian-y
He was
brown.
black. I'm just trying to help you out here, Smee.
He's me.
I'm trying to help
He's
you.
me on. He's me
You
on a
shut the fuck up,
holiday.
that's
He's
you.
me on a holiday, black. That's what he is.
Jesus,
Jesus wasn't black.
It says it in the Bible.
Wait, what Bible are you reading?
No. They don't say he's black, but they describe his skin.
As a dark caramel texture.
They say, "Listen, I'm gonna get the."
Bro, you got your phone
thing.
this week? I'm gonna Google
You
this
keep
shit. out
talking.
of
No,
this.
Jesus is black.
Was Jesus black?
So he's not gonna tell you. What's Siri
Jesus
saying?
is black. Get
Oh.
over it. That's so.
Yes, yeah.
That's,
Shit.
no, wait.
Get me out here.
Race
Get me out-
and an appearance of Jesus. Wikipedia. Here we go. Wikipedia's got me covered.
No.
No, there's no black Jesus.
What?
No black Jesus.
Anyway, like I said,
The race and appearance of Jesus has been a topic of discussion
Jesus
since
is
the
black.
days
He's black,
of
guy.
early
we know,
Christianity.
We know it. He's
There
black.
is
That's what I'm saying.
account of Jesus' physical appearance.
Yeah, he's black.
Although some authors have suggested the physical removal of the Bible, Jesus, Middle East, he's Middle Eastern textured skin.